Okay, so I'm going to do a video on a new feature that I have added to my desktop application here. The user I've got working on the documentation has said that it's kind of an artistic feature and pretty freeform, and so he just covered it in a very basic way in the manual. So I said I'd do a video covering like a more practical use case or whatever. So here we are. Anyway, this feature is a show flyer or a show poster. So we're going to create one of those, and I'm going to show you basically how to do it. It's pretty simple. First, you just book a card here in the book or edit card or book or edit event feature. We're going to book a 5-match card. It's not going to be a card I use, so it's not a big deal. We're just going to pick some guys here. We're going to go with El Santo and Evan Lewis. We'll add that. Then we're going to do a women's match. We'll go with, let's see, June Byers, I guess. Let's go to June. June Byers. There she is. June Byers. And we'll go with Mae Young. And we'll add that match to the card. And then we'll do a 3-way match here. We'll go maybe Stu Hart. We'll do Stu Hart. We'll do the French Angel Maurice Tollet. And we'll do. Let's see, who else can we throw in this 3-way? Let's see. We'll do Steve Casey. So there we go, 3-way match. It's going to look weird up here. I need to change that to more accurately display the name of the match. Then let's do a tag team match. We'll get Al Costello and Roy Heffernan with their manager Red Berry. And they will take on Tom Jenkins and Farmer Burns, who are collectively known as Mustachioed Muscle in my promotion. So there we go. We've got that. Yep. And then let's do a title match. We have Lou Thez as our current champion, so let's add Lou Thez. And let's say he's going to defend his title against, we'll say he's in there against, let's see, find somebody. He's going up against Frank Gotch. Just cause. We'll add the match. And then we come down here to the Create Flyer button. We click that. It's going to stick our card name up there, the one that we gave it in the other screen. Let's say we don't want that. We want it to be different. We're going to change the text right now. We'll do Smack Ladeth Down. We'll add that. And let's say we want to change the way, or the actual text too. We'll go NWC Presents Card 6.8. And then we're going to apply to the header text, which is this. It is a totally separate type of text, so it gets a separate button in all of the things here. So there we go. You cannot change the font size of the header text. It is set to an auto sizing feature. And the same goes with this fixed text here. It will auto size between your matches. It can run a little over sometimes, but it tries not to. But this font size does not apply to fixed text or to the header text, but it will apply to the movable text, and we'll show you that in a sec. So let's go ahead and add our main event to the card. We got Lou Thez and Frank Gotch. We're going to add that to the card. And let's say we don't like the star line up here. I personally like the star line, but let's say you want to be more creative and do your own thing. You don't want it there. So we're going to go ahead and change the divider image. That star line is called a divider image. And let's say you just want it to be blank. You have something that you're going to add later, maybe. So you just get rid of it. you can choose a new image. This image just happens to be a small blank image. So that's what I selected there, and there we go. And let's say you want to put your world title over Lou Thesz's card here. So we're going to go to Add Image, go to Title Images. We'll select our title, and here it is. And let's say, you could add it like this, or however you want to do it, but let's say you want it like diagonally across the corner here. So you could select your free image, your title there, and you have a nice rotation feature. Let's rotate it 45 degrees so it's at kind of an angle. We'll hit Apply Rotation to Selected Component, and it will rotate it. We'll stick that right up there. And now let's say we want to make a little text denotation that Thez is the champion. So we'll say World's Champion. And we'll change this to be 12. This font size does apply to this when you add it, so you can go ahead and set it beforehand. But let's say you decide that that's too small for some reason. It looks perfect to me, but let's say you want it to be a little bigger. You can do this. Select your free text from the components. It will only display a little bit. Again, that's just to to keep it from overrunning that box. And then you just hit Apply to Selected Text, and it will change the size. Let's say you want to make that kind of a gold. So you'll go here, you'll go down to the yellow thing, and then you can kind of slide it around. And then if you hit Apply to Selected Text, it will change the color. I don't like that. It's hard to read, so we'll go back to black. And I thought that 12 was pretty much the perfect size, so we'll do that. And there we go. We got World's Champion Lou Thez defending against Frank Gotch. And let's say we're going to do another match. We've got in our semi-main event, let's say it's actually, we want to advertise it as the three-way match. We're going to go Add Single Line, and it's going to add it. And these are all going to be much smaller cards. But let's say we don't like the way that that's formatted. Instead, we are going to go here. We're going to go Three-Way Mayhem. Stu Hart versus Maurice Tillet versus Steve Casey. And then since we've got the match selected, we're just going to hit Apply to Selected Text, and it will change the text around to be how we like it. There we go. But let's say we decide, I don't actually like the double thing. So we're just go Stu Hart versus Maurice Tillet versus Steve Casey. And we will apply it to the selected text. And because we are, because it's not 2 lines, it will make the text bigger because it doesn't, it doesn't have to, it's set to autofill, basically. And so if you do 2 lines, the text needs to be smaller just so that it can take up or fit in the space allotted in 2 lines. And let's say we do still want that line about three-way mayhem. Helps if I spell mayhem correctly. And let's say we want the three-way mayhem to be in the Rosewood font. And let's give it a, make it 20. And we're going to add some movable text. And then we can go ahead and apply it there. I think that's still too small. Let's say it's 30. And apply. We're going to go to the three-way mayhem. And we'll hit apply. There we go. That's much, much better. And then we can kind of move it around, get it as centered as we can. And there we go. We've got our three-way mayhem. Let's add our tag team match to the card. We'll add a single line match. That used the Rosewood font because I forgot to change it. So let's actually change this back to our Smack Lateth Down. We will select the Fabulous Kangaroos match and apply. And there we go. And you'll notice that this does not add Red Berry. It just does the main teams. So there we go. And now let's say we want Byers and Mae Young and El Santo and Evan Lewis on one line because they're kind of like openers. And so that's what this double line does. It adds two matches to a single line. So double line might be a little confusingly worded. I hope not, though. But you can see there what it does. It adds two matches to one line, makes them smaller. Let's add some more movable text. We'll say women's action. I don't need this to be 30 things big. Let's say let's give it 20, and we'll make this, we'll call this delicious. We'll add the movable text. It's going to add it up there. We'll add it here. Women's action. I don't like that font, so let's go here. We'll change it to, what is this one? Apply to selected text. That's better for women's action. And then we'll pretend it's El Santo's debut. And I'm just going to put that for now, and I'm going to show you that you can add more extra lines afterwards. So we'll add that movable text. We'll say that this is going to be, we'll go back to the smack layeth down. We're going to come here, boom, apply to selected text. Let's make this a little smaller. Let's say it's going to be 15. Did that apply to all the text? It did. I did not want that. Why did it do that? Anywho, I'll fix that here in a sec. So we got debut, and let's do this. We got debut of El Santo. We'll say Mexican superstar, and we'll go apply to selected text, and we'll add that there. And then now let's fix the mistake that we made. Women's, this was, I think it was that one. It was indeed, and I think this was 20. And then let's go to free text, three-way mayhem. This was Rosewood, and I think this was 30. Select text, it was, there we go. And I think the rest of it is okay. And now, just for shits and giggles, let's say you want a line, like separating the sort of the two featured matches from these two matches. I don't have very many options off the top of my head, but let's, so this thing is about, I think it's 697 is the width of the page here. So 697, and let's say because it's supposed to be a line, 697 by 200. It will work its best to keep it the proportions correct. So let's add a chain link there. It is obviously a little bit too, not, it's a little too big and maybe not quite tall enough. But we'll add it in there anyway, just to kind of show you how that's done. There we go. And then let's say we want some like kind of closing text here. This is card 6.6.8, so that's August. So we'll go August 1st, year 1. And I'm going to add this as fixed text. So we can't move it like we can the other ones. And let's change it off a roll. Let's make this one stencil. And we'll go apply to selected text. Ooh, that did not work because I'm still on Luthez. So let's go back to smack lay this down. Luckily, it's easy to change. And instead of saying free text, this will just say text. So you select this, apply. There we go. August 1st, year 1. And let's add some more fixed text. Bell time at 7 p.m. sharp. Boom. That's got a weird at, so I don't like that, but whatever. I mean, we'll leave it. And then let's see, what else can we put there? Don't miss out. And we'll go add fixed text. That did not work out, so let's go. Let's go here. I totally misspelled that. Don't miss out. And we're going to apply to the selected text, and it will correct that for me. And then let's say you're good. You want to save this. You hit Save Poster. Pick up where you want to save it to. I usually save them here. And we'll go to Tutorial Poster. And we'll save. And so here you go. But there it is. Now you can see it. I'm sorry. I forgot that I was recording a specific window and not the desktop. But there you go. There's the poster. You'll notice that it cuts off anything that is not in the, or that overruns the background. So it keeps everything nicely proportioned. And yeah, so that's how this feature works. I think it's pretty neat. Hopefully you do too. I'm hoping to release this to the community sometime soon, and I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. All right. That's all for me. Thank you for watching.